Hey everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video of the Joni concert. This was one of a bunch of songs. I think we did like 20 songs. It seemed like 20 songs. Anyhow, I'm just going to wait for you all to hopefully join us. I'm sitting here next to my tuba. You know, I did things kind of, okay, now you're getting the notifications. So I just got home a minute ago and I've been following this. Uncommon Kibbles. All right. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. So I just want to talk about the video. Yeah, Tuba tonight. Here she is right there. Look at that, huh? Tuba. Tuba. Okay. Anyway, and Don is here. Hi, Don. Yeah, so while you guys are waiting, I think I'll play the tuba. It's not heavy, it's just bulky, you know. Big bulky thing. Okay. So how do I hold the phone and play the tuba at the same time? All right. I've not had this thing out. See, the thing about the tuba is you gotta play it a lot, and if you play it a lot, then your chops stay there. I haven't played this thing in 3 weeks. See, as I play it, my lip, my embouchure kind of stretches out. It kind of reshapes itself as you're playing until it gets in the proper shape to get the sound out of it. And there's some kind of a muscle memory in there. Yeah, it's a big thing. If you stretch all the tubes out, it would go all the way across the room. A friend of mine, an old roommate of mine, actually did that once. He straightened the tuba out just to see, you know, what it would be, and he was going to use the valves. And anyway, the mouthpiece was like 7 feet from the valves, so that he couldn't play it. But it looked really cool. So it took 2 people to play it, and it was kind of a flop. Anyway, getting back to the video. So that concert was from last year, and we started rehearsing. Let's see, Joni asked me about it. Hey, Fridge. Joni asked me about it in April, and then we started rehearsing in May, and we must have had 15 rehearsals at least. I didn't get it. I mean, it was just like, wow. You know, there was no form to Joni's music. The chords changed when they changed. And what Joni Adno did is she's a pianist. She's a real musician. You know, she sings, plays keyboards, and she fronts the band Big Night Out. Really great band. Maybe someday when I actually do a gig with them, I used to be their bass player. They do Latin music, and they do R&B, and they do ska. And it's a real fun party band. They do New Year's Eve downtown Sarasota in front of like 20,000 people every year on the big stage. And Joni's the front person. Anyhow, but that's how I know her. Paul, the drummer in that video, he was the drummer with Big Night Out, and so he and I just had a blast playing together, doing salsa music. And he's the real deal. He played in England, in London, and he was a drummer there for quite a few years. And I guess he's maybe around 70 now. He's a one-man percussion section. All the percussion you heard was just him, and a small drum set and a pair of bongos. That's it. He might even have maracas. But anyway, he plays bongos and a small drum set, and he sounds like a full percussion section. So anyhow, Paul got together with me and Bob transcribed all the saxophone parts, which were from Randy Brecker, is a top you know, sax guy, and then Joni changed the keys. Joni Mitchell used to sing everything way up. Like the song we just did, Hijira, I think was in a different key, I'm pretty sure. We do a song, Coyote. That'll be another one I'm gonna do too. I think we have a recording of Coyote, so I'll do a video of Coyote, okay, similar to this. And all these videos I do will be promoting the concert. I downloaded the concert. I'm going to take out the empty space in the beginning and in the middle, and then I'm going to attempt to EQ it a little bit, make it, you know, take away that live room sound, and so I'll do that with the editing software. But it'll be a fun project. I'll do probably 3 or 4 or 5 every, I don't know, I'll do a bunch, you know, because this is really good stuff. Now, I don't know if you know it, but if you watch the video, read everything. All right, just stay focused and read all the stuff. I spent 6, 7, 8 hours editing this video and trying to think of it. On my phone, the video and the audio were way off. They were like 10 seconds off because I have the words following the music and at the end. So anyway, Joni Mitchell was playing. She performed at the Newport Folk Festival last weekend, and it was the first time she performed in 20 years. And what happened about 7 years ago, she had a brain aneurysm, and it almost killed her. And it took her ability to talk away, to remember away. She barely moved. And she's a real fighter. She doesn't follow the rules, which you can tell by her music. And so anyway, Brandy Carlisle got together with her and started doing these jam sessions at Joni's house, and they would have all these big stars there. I mean, big people, like I said, Harry Styles, Winona Judd. Gosh, I mean, if Prince was still around, he'd be there, you know. Anyway, Chaka Khan. I wrote down the people that they had mentioned, but Brandy, it was her performance that Joni sang at the Newport Festival, but it was all Joni songs. And Joni's voice is lower than my voice now. And but she said she relearned how to play guitar in the last year or so. She watched her videos and looked at the tunings at where she put her fingers, and that's how she learned all the songs. She has no memory of what she used to do. So she's learning her music from listening and watching videos. And it's quite amazing. But yeah, everything she used to do was super, super high. And so our Joni does things a bit lower. And Jaco Pastorius, the bass player, he was like the producer later on after maybe the first couple of albums. And he set the keys. "Hey, Epiphonium, how you doing?" And yeah, so he set all the keys up, and that way he could play harmonics. You can only do them in open keys in C, G, D, E, or F sharp, or B. Anyway, but our Joni does things in flat keys and whatever, A flat, B flat, and F. So there's no harmonics in those keys. So I had to redesign the bass players, and yeah, hopefully, Fridge, this video will get us over that 3,000 mark. So I'm also doing a video. Um, uh, let's see what night. Tuesday night, Pop and I went to see our friend David Prime play his gig, and Pop sat in. And so while I sat in too, but of course I didn't record me. So Pop was sitting in, and David just calls some tune. Pop and I don't even know the name of the tune. And Pop played a solo on this song. Neither one of us knew it. And you like my ponytail? You like that? All right. Anyway, yeah, so neither one of us knew the song, and Pop nailed the solo. He nailed it. And so I'm going to do a video when a 95-year-old guy plays a song he's never heard. And so it's going to be great. Yeah, this is a ponytail without my without this. See, without this ponytail, I look like I don't know who. I look like Einstein. My hair's just kind of all over the place. So anyway, this is my COVID hair, and I still have it, and I get it cut every once in a while. So, let's see. I'm not gonna go live tonight. We're not gonna play any music tonight, okay? Because yeah, I was working. I did maybe 3 or 4 hours yesterday editing the video, and I started at 7:30 this morning, messing around with it, and I was still doing it at 6 o'clock tonight. So what happened as I was doing it, I'd finish it, and then I'd watch it on the TV, and then I get an idea, and then I would go back and redo it, and then you add frames. Well, when you add frames, you got to move everything else around. So I'm just getting better with the software, but this is called Adobe Premiere Rush, right, for people in a hurry. And I also have Adobe Premiere Pro, which is much more complex. Anyway, so I'm having a lot of fun with the video. Mine cut short and dyed purple. Oh my gosh, a week ago, purple. Wow, that is great. Eventually, there's going to be some addition of YouTube, which is going to allow us to put like pictures up on the screen. Wouldn't that be cool? To be able to share pictures on the screen, where I could just hit a button and say, allow a person to share. So anyway, yeah, I'm all about ideas. I love getting ideas and trying them out. What I did is I just, all the pictures on the video that you see are screenshots. I just turned on Joni videos. I looked for videos that were shot by people and not companies. And so I would just wait for the right shots, and I would like I think the song she was singing in the then video, right near the end, the pictures of her when she was a kid, when she was like 20, 22. I think she was singing the song California, and she was making some really cool expressions when she was doing that. So, or it might have been Coyote. Anyway, but it was just her solo, and so I just did screenshots, and I click, on the iPad. And that's what you do. You just go click, 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 and you click like 8 or 10 screenshots, and then you change you just make them about 2 seconds, 3 seconds long. and then I put the words with it, and you know, and so anyway, so we'll have some more fun with Joni, and I'm gonna share this with Joni's website, and you never know, she might like it, and put it on there, put a link. So she's got millions of followers. Her music is so out there. It's stuff you just can't hum it in your head. There's some songs she does uh, that don't have the name of the song in the song. So if you're listening to the song, you go, "What's the name of this song?" You're never going to hear the name. Okay, we're talking about hair now. Okay. So I guess so now my hair is gray. But see, it's kind of a little gray. But with the help of the visiting to the hairdresser, which I started to do like 7 years ago. Did Joni M shout out concert? Joni. Really? Well, I was playing, so I didn't see it. Really? Well, that's cool. You need to. I then need to watch the concert. And was there chat in the concert? Was there any chat in the live stream I did last year? I can't remember. I'm gonna check now. All right. So anyhow, so that was our first full performance. Also, she hear about it. Okay, we did have chat open. Cool, I need to check that out. Anyway, but that was our first time playing, and so the next time we played, there was 3-4 tunes that we kind of bombed on, and but you can't. It's hard to tell. They're just not as good. That's all. You know, they're good, but they're not as good. I have this opinion of Joni's music. CW, how you doing? She is Picasso, and you just can't copy Picasso, even though there are people that do. And so instead of copy it, compliment it. That's my philosophy with covering music. There's the song Coyote has an actual transcribed bass line, every note for note of what Jocko played. Unfortunately, there's 2 bass lines, and our Joni does it a half step lower. So I can't hit any of the harmonics that Jocko's hitting. I'm hitting harmonics, they're just not the same. So anyway, but the next video I do is Coyote, because it was really weird. We rehearsed it one day, and we made it all the way through, and I recorded it on my phone, and I listened to it, and it was great. It was really good, and so I sent Bob the video. He mixed it and sweetened it up some, and it sounded great. Nady Murillo, hey Nady. You actually Stay With Me by Calvin Harris. Okay. Stay With Me by Calvin Harris. Thank you. We'll do that. But remember, I'm old, so I might forget. Let's see. Actually, we didn't have a premiere. I told Don in the shower about it, and I sent them a link. Put the video in the drive, and the shower misunderstood me, and he went and posted it. So anyway, I wanted to do the premiere that way. I'd be able to participate along with you guys, which is fun. You know, oh, Wolf is here. Cool. So, but anyway, if you haven't seen the video, or if you saw it once and you were chatting, please go and watch it again. Okay, go look at that video and read it. Read the stuff that I spent hours and hours and hours editing. because I'm trying to tell a story about the band, about Joni Mitchell, and thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, Bob Miner is, he was a 30-year veteran as an air traffic controller, and he retired maybe 7, 8 years ago, and he came down here, and all he does is play music. Okay, Nate. Well, that's good. You're an older person. Maybe.
That's about what it is. I think it's
I already
$1.91.
passed the air test.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's good.
The rain test. Oh, you already passed the rain test. It actually rained in Arizona? Cool. Yeah, so
They had linguine. I almost bought it. I said no.
yeah, the RV, the Ask Gary RV, did not pass the rain test. The other day, I had it parked face down on the ramp at Gary's shop, and it was raining. It was pouring rain, and the rain started just gushing down the windshield. And so anyway, I told the shop about it, and there's a yeah, there's a leak in one of the air conditioning cowlings, and it would go into there and then go down the roof line, and anyway, yeah. Wasn't a good thing, but yeah, rain tests are definitely important on RVs, or else what happens is the part under the fiberglass gets rotten, and then it delaminates, fiberglass delaminates. Not a good thing. Anyway. Also, I did a video and I put it on the RV Buyers Advocate site, and this is something that happened to me last Sunday at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium, Raymond James Stadium. I had the motorhome parked on the end zone, and I had these two huge awnings. They're 40 feet. The two awnings are 40 feet long. Each one's 20 feet, and they go out 10 feet each. You know, they're what we call lateral awnings, where they open up. The arms open up like this, you know. And anyway, it was hot, and so people were hanging out under the awnings. It was cool. And when it was time to go, the back awning wouldn't come in. It was Sunday, and oh my God, it was terrible. Have you ever seen the rain? Okay, I'll try to remember that. Yeah. So. Anyway, I called Christine, told her about it. She called Nick. Nick called me. And then you need to have another person to talk to. That's why I started my business, RV Buyers Advocate. And people call me, they tell me what's wrong, and I help them think. And so Nick got me thinking, and 10 minutes later, we were driving out of the stadium. Yeah, I mean, I had to borrow a ladder from the stadium. I walked all the way across the field with this woman who was the event coordinator for the whole event, and she and I carried this 12-foot ladder back. It was, yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then I got the ladder up, went up there, and got my drill, and sure enough, it worked just like it was supposed to. Yeah, RVs, the world of RVs. I had the best time of my life with Christine and Nick in RVs over a 2-year period with Ringling Brothers Circus. It was amazing. Yeah. So, but they are very expensive compared to a car. Okay, you know, to own the RVs I like, you'll spend about $12,000 a year just in the owning it, maintaining it, and so on and so on. All right, sorry about that. I'm putting the tuba away. Have to lean it up against the chair so it doesn't fall down. There you go. Okay, it's back. Anyway, so I got the Spectre here. I'll put the Spectre on. That's something I'm not live streaming sideways. I'm live streaming standing up. Oops, sorry about that. Oh well. Anyway, let's see if this will work. I need to play this bass more often. It's got frets. And my 7-string has frets too. And oh, today I shared a video. I want you guys to go back on the channel to 2019. It would be, I'm not sure, I think might be late July 2019, middle to late July. And it's not a live stream. It was a video I posted of a bass player. His name is Shaun, S-H-A-U-N, Mundy, M-U-N-D-A-Y. Got 2 U's in his name. It's interesting. Anyway, he plays a Conklin bass, which is like the 7-string, except he plays a 5-string. But he plays gigs solo. And I got this video of him doing this one thing that was just unbelievable. Fluke, it was total fluke. I actually went to this concert, which was all bass players. It was put on by the top bass player in Nashville. And let's see, Blockbuster coming. Right. Anyway, vertical, good. Horizontal, not so much. Okay. Anyway, so I went to this concert, and there were bass players playing solo, with their thumbs. And it was pretty boring. Victor Wooten wasn't there. It's too bad. Actually, I said the best bass player in town. Victor's the best bass player in Nashville. Roy Vogt was the guy putting the concert on. It's S-H-A-U-N, Mundy, M-U-N-D-A-Y. Here, let me see if I can. Right. I guess I can't. Right. I can't type while I'm talking. Yeah, so, but that's how you spell it. M-U-N-D-A-Y. Shaun, S-H-A-U-N, Mundy. And this guy sings like, oh my God. Yeah, Mundy. That's how it is. So I got him playing, and man, I mean, he does gigs by himself, and he's getting real popular, and I just love this guy. So the owner of Conklin Basses, Bill Conklin, I met him at the show, showed him my groove tools, and he really enjoyed the fact that I play his bass like all the time. Some people play 7-string bass, once a week, a couple times a month. No, I played it 7, 8 gigs a week. So that's, I was playing his bass always. And plus I'm a reader. And there's not many people that can read music playing fancy
Do you need
basses.
this still, Pop?
So,
No.
anyway,
Yeah,
so Shaun
like I kept
plays a
yesterday
5-string,
in case
and
you
he
wanted
goes,
to
and
see
Bill
something.
goes, you got to see Shaun. So I went to this event, and I sat with Bill, and I was with my cousin Jack, because my cousin Jack, who love to mention his name, Jack Bruno, he drummed with Tina Turner for her whole career, Joe Cocker until he died for about 22 years. Delbert McClinton until he retired this past year. Yes for a year, Billy Joel for a year, and his name's Jack Bruno. So I went and saw Jack play with some of his buddies, and they were like the main attraction, the main act after the bass players. So, but anyway, I sat with Bill. It was just wonderful, and to be with the owner of the company that built my bass. And actually my bass, funny story, is not really built in the United States. It was built in Korea. And it was built with a license. I can never hear the talking very good. Okay, here, I'll get my fingers. Can you hear me now? Who's that? My Curious Life? Oh, My Curious Life is here. Hi, how are you? All right, so here, anyway, how's this? Because I was holding the phone up with my finger underneath it, and of course it's on the microphones. Okay. So, yeah, so anyway, my bass was built in Korea. I bought it from the drummer with Ringling Brothers, and which I didn't even know he owned it. And he said he was selling it, so Christine got it for me. And I went from 4-string fretless, the one that I played on this Joni video, and I went from that fretless to the 7-string cold turkey on a Saturday. Literally, I played 2 shows on the fretless, no lines, black neck, 2 7-string fretted bass, cold turkey, Halloween 2005. We were playing at the Mount Rushmore Arena in Rapid City, South Dakota. So, cold turkey. I mean, I had not played a fretted bass in decades. And I tried this bass out and I never put it down. And I kind of retired fretless after 26 years of playing just fretless. Yeah, so it took me 5 years of playing the 7-string to where I could look at the neck. You know how everyone's always looking at their neck when they play? I couldn't look at my neck for 5 years. Every time I'd look at it, I'd get lost. So my fingers know where they're going on that 7-string better than I do. When I look at it, it actually slows me down. So anyway, but yeah, so I sat down with Bill Conklin and just had a great time with him. And I hung with my cousin Jack and then Roy Vogt, top guy in Nashville. It was just a really great experience that night. I saw Sean Monday. So I want y'all to watch that video. I reposted it on some bass sites. There's a guy that has a Conklin page with 1,000 or so followers on Facebook, and I put it on there, and I'm getting a lot of likes on that video. It's a really cool video, so but check it out. Okay, it's got a couple, like 2,100 views on it, at least it did. And anyway, and I'm going to be my next edit will be my dad playing at the jam session the other night, and it'll be when a 95-year-old trumpet player plays a song he's never heard. Okay? So anyway, all right, well listen, I am gonna eat dinner, and I've been on for about 33 minutes, and I'd like to thank you guys for being here with us. My dad and I, along with my wife and our cat Lionel, will be playing probably Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow I will be at Casa Riano from 6 to 9. Again, providing everything's I can get set up. Okay, got to be a good signal. There can't be people at the table I usually set up at when I get there, and so on and so on. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening, and watch that video 2 or 3 times. I mean, I've watched it 50 times today, and I still love it. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.